The time by Kari Chris is 6 p.m. Time for CBX Business News. The business news headlines is brought to you by CBX Wealth Management, making more possible.
A spending push, gas stocks defended, and oil prices climb. Good evening and welcome to CBX Business News for Wednesday, December 10, 2025. I'm Rochelle Moncrief. Thanks for joining us. Coming up in the newscast, locally, government urges higher spending in regions less affected by Hurricane Melissa to counter a widening economic slowdown. On the regional front, Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister defends gas contract talks, citing legal confidentiality in upstream-downstream negotiations. And over on the global stage, oil prices rise after the United States seizes a tanker near Venezuela, raising fresh supply concerns. Stay tuned as we unpack these stories and more right after the break.
Wealth is not simply counted in dollars or cents, but in the time we spend with love, in love, giving love. Wealth is not simply a means to an end. It is the means to live out loud. Wealth is more than money. It's about family, the memories you create, the legacy you leave behind, and your ability to enjoy life in the moment. It's also about seeing the QMAX possibilities and seizing investment opportunities to achieve the future you want and deserve. Which is why QMAX Wealth will focus on your investments so you can experience more. Because true wealth is truly more. To start investing today, call 876-926-7767.
What you put in is what you get out. What you put in is what you get out. Yeah. Build up your body, boost up your brain. Take on the world now. Say bye-bye pain. Caribbean Dreams, instant turmeric tea. Be good to you. Caribbean Dreams, instant turmeric tea. Distributed by Amalgamated Distributors Limited.
Me grew up and see my granny and save her money under her mattress.
Exactly. Your grandmother's house never burned down?
No, oh, you reached that, so. That was a one-off thing.
That could have happened to anybody. That's why you must put your money in a financial institution and protect it.
What if the bank crash?
Well, that's where JDIC comes in.
What you mean?
JDIC is a financial safety net which provides coverage for your money in case your financial institution fails.
Explain that to me.
All right. Because of the JDIC deposit insurance scheme, once you put your money into a financial institution like a bank or building society, you can get coverage of up to a maximum of $1.2 million per deposit of your financial institution if it should fail. And for even more information, you can visit their new website at www.jdic.org, and you can follow the social media platforms for the latest information.
JDIC, protecting deposits for you and me.
Vesco started from 5 shareholders who believed that they could execute a fuel company as good as or as better than any multinational. The director shareholders always believe that the dealers within our network should be owners of the company. They believe that staff should be owners of the company. And specifically also believe that the public should become shareholders. That cannot be facilitated by a bank loan. Our experience so far has translated into additional customers. Our transparency has allowed us to access credit easier and at better rates. So if you're a private company thinking about growing your profits, having better access to capital, I really think you should consider listing on the junior or the main market. Go ahead, have that conversation as soon as possible. We did it and we're very happy.
I'm trading stocks to achieve my financial goals.
I'm also trading stocks to achieve my financial goals.
Start a conversation with the Jamaica Stock Exchange.
Check jamstockx.com for information and a list of registered stockbrokers. You can also call the Jamaica Stock Exchange at 876-967-3271 for information on how to begin. I am achieving my financial goals.
I'm achieving my financial goals.
Has so much book you need for high school?
I'll show you how to make sure you have all the money for my books and even some extra. It's called budgeting, Dad. Making a budget is the most important thing you can do to track your money. It keeps a record of how much you make, how much you spend, where you spend it, and most importantly, how much you can save. Write down all your income, write down all your expenses, see where you can cut down and allot more money to more important things, like saving.
Coming along well.
Thanks, man. You know, it's a long time I've been working at it.
I can see that. I saw your mail by the gate, so I'll pick it up for you. But tell me something. Why are you still receiving dividend checks by mail?
What do you mean about that?
You need to give JCST a mandate.
You know, me hear about the mandate them. I'm going over there right now.
A mandate means giving instructions to the Jamaica Central Securities Depository Limited, JCST, relating to the handling of your dividend or interest payment. There are 3 types of mandates. The first is a bank mandate. The second is a hold mandate. Lastly, we have what we call a third-party mandate, with which the investor may wish to send their dividend or interest to someone other than the parties on their account or institution of their choice.
We get the big contract. 50,000 units a month for 3 years. Great. Won't need help.
If you are a business owner that requires capital for the expansion of your business, talk to a registered broker today to find out more about listing your company on the Jamaica Stock Exchange, an efficient alternative to other financing options.
Thank God for the Jamaica Stock Exchange Junior Market.
The Jamaica Stock Exchange, providing a fair, efficient, and transparent stock market.
Caribbean dreams, instant turmeric tea. What you put in is what you get out. What you put in is what you get out. Yeah. Build up your body, boost up your brain. Take on the world now. Say bye-bye pain. Caribbean dreams, instant turmeric tea. Be good to you. Caribbean dreams, instant turmeric tea. Distributed by Amalgamated Distributors Limited.
Me grew up and see my granny save her money under her mattress.
Exactly. Okay. Your grandmother's house never burned down?
No, how you reached that, so? That was a one-off thing.
That could have happened to anybody. That's why you must put your money in a financial institution and protect it.
What if the bank crash?
Well, that's where JDIC comes in.
What you mean?
JDIC is a financial safety net which provides coverage for your money in case your financial institution fails.
Explain that to me.
Alright, because of the JDIC deposit insurance scheme, once you put your money into a financial institution like a bank or building society, you can get coverage of up to a maximum of $1.2 million per deposit of your financial institution if it should fail. sale. And for even more information, you can visit their new website at www.jdic.org. And you can follow the social media platforms for the latest information.
JDIC, protecting deposits for you and me.
I'm trading stocks to achieve my financial goals.
I'm also trading stocks to achieve my financial goals.
Start a conversation with the Jamaica Stock Exchange.
Check jamstockx.com for information and a list of registered stockbrokers. You can also call the Jamaica Stock Exchange at 876-967-3271 for information on how to begin. I am achieving my financial goals.
I'm achieving my financial goals.
We're here to open a savings account for my son John. I really want him to start saving and managing his own money.
And I need for Save to visit my father in New York.
Okay, based on what you said and our risk assessment, he will qualify for simplified customer due diligence requirements. I'll need your ID, proof of income, TRN, and John's ID as well.
Okay, here you go.
Opening an account is easier than you think using simplified customer due diligence requirements, also called CDD.
The local news is brought to you by Darriman Trading, better from the start. Development Bank of Jamaica, facilitating economic growth and development. Caribbean flavors and fragrances, tease the senses. And Pulse Investments.
Welcome back to CBX Business News. We begin with a sharp warning from Jamaica's economic managers. With western parishes still reeling from the financial fallout of Hurricane Melissa, the government is urging Jamaicans in less affected regions to turn up domestic spending to keep the wider economy from losing momentum. This mandate comes amid increasing reports by hotels of cancellations, not from tourists, but from private sector clients. At today's post-cabinet press briefing, Information Minister Senator Dana Morris-Dixon was direct. She urged the private sector to keep cash circulating, arguing that a surge in demand is now critical to offset the sharp slowdown gripping key sectors and prevent the downturn from spreading island-wide.
We're definitely encouraging the private sector to continue doing what they are doing. We've had reports of many hotels saying that, they're seeing cancellations from private sector entities. We really do need to kind of make up for what is happening in the West in terms of the downturn in economic activity. So those of us in areas that haven't been affected as much, please go out, spend money. The economy needs it.
That was Information Minister Senator Dana Morris-Dixon. Jamaica's digital
by crafting unique household. Known throughout the Caribbean for the highest quality, we continue to innovate with strong, dedicated
They're seeing cancellations from private sector entities. We really do need to kind of make up for what is happening in the West in terms of the downturn in economic activity. So those of us in areas that haven't been affected as much, please go out, spend money. The economy needs it.
That was Information Minister Senator Dana Morris Dixon. Jamaica's digital infrastructure is rebounding quickly, with both major telecom providers reporting strong post-Melissa restoration numbers. According to Telecommunication Minister Darrell Vaz, Digicel has now restored over 90% of its mobile network, reconnecting households and businesses across the island. He provided the update at today's post-cabinet press briefing.
Both Digicel and Flow continue to show strong and sustained recovery. As of December 5th, Digicel had brought 749 of its 925 sites back online, representing 94% restoration. About 81% of the mobile network is now functioning, supported by a combination of commercial power generators, satellite technology, wherever infrastructure was heavily damaged. On the fixed side, Digicel fiber network has shown robust recovery in many parishes, Kingston, St. Catherine, and Manchester, with more challenging conditions in St. Anne, Westmoreland, and St. James.
Minister Vaz says Flow is also accelerating repairs, confirming almost 90% of restorations completed.
Flow is advanced in restoration, is now at 86% restored, with 64% of customers back online. Significant work being completed on fiber repairs and network rerouting, and Flow continues to ally its progress with JPS restoration, especially in the corridors, Ocho-Rest to Spanish Town, Falmouth to Montego Bay, and Mandeville to Maypen. On the mobile side, 80% of the sites are back in service, allowing the network to carry 97% of its pre-hurricane traffic.
And electronic transactions across Jamaica are returning to near normal levels as payment infrastructure recovers from Hurricane Melissa. Minister Vaz says almost 91% of point-of-sale machines are now operational island-wide, allowing retailers, supermarkets, pharmacies, service providers, and small businesses to resume digital payments at scale.
Also of note, as of December 1st, 90.7% of point-of-sale machines and 87% of the ATMs are now available. That also is huge in relation to people being able to access getting money and other point-of-sale materials.
That was Minister of Telecommunications, Darrell Vaz. In other news, Pulse Investments Limited booked a Jamaican $124.7 million net profit for the September 2025 quarter, even as its operation MPC Caribbean Clean Energy USD and MFS Capital Partners. The main index declined by 514.79 points, or 0.16%, to close at 311,676.04 points. The junior market index advanced by 3.23 points or 0.10% to close at 3,285.97 points.
And it's time for Market Education Feature, brought to you by Carrie Chris, Regional Ratings, Global Standard.
In today's Market Education Feature, we're talking about collusion. Collusion refers to a covert illegal arrangement in which competing parties coordinate their actions to undermine fair market competition for shared benefit. In the United States, it is generally prohibited and can include behaviors such as fixing prices or sharing confidential information. Such dishonest tactics grant the participants an unjust competitive advantage. A frequent form of collusion is price fixing. This typically happens in markets dominated by a few firms, which are known as oligopolies, where companies sell similar products. These firms may secretly agree on a specific price level, either driving prices down to eliminate smaller competitors or raising them to protect their own collective interests, ultimately harming consumers.
The Market Education Feature was brought to you by Carrie Chris, Regional Ratings, Global Standards.
And that's it for the local news segment. Please stay with us. The regional news is up next.
The local news is brought to you by Derriman Trading, better from the start. Development Bank of Jamaica, facilitating economic growth and development. Caribbean Flavors and Fragrances, tease the senses. And Pulse Investments.
Caribbean Flavors and Fragrances Limited has been a part of Jamaica's manufacturing landscape for over 20 years. By crafting unique flavors and fragrances, we have become a part of your favorite household and food items such as beverages, ice cream, household cleaners, and much more. Known throughout the Caribbean for the highest quality, we continue to innovate with strong leadership, a dedicated team with integrity. We go the extra mile for our customers. Create the next taste sensation. Contact us at 876-923-5111 or visit our website, Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn pages.
Welcome back. And now for the regional business news. Trinidad and Tobago's energy sector was thrust into the national spotlight on Tuesday as Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissesa firmly defended the government's decision to withhold details of near Venezuela, stirring supply. Those were the stories making today's CBX Evening News. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Rachelle Moncrief. Thanks for watching CBX, your region, your business, your source.